During Facebook Connect, Facebook announced the new Oculus Quest 2 at a jaw-dropping price of $299. If you've been on the fence on whether or not to buy into VR because of price considerations, now might seem like a very good time to start. But how does the Quest 2 stack up against Oculus's own lineup? Let's find out. Right out of the gate, one of the most appealing aspects about the Oculus Quest, either the 1 or the 2, is the fact that it will let you play full 6 degrees of freedom VR games. So if your budget is light, you don't already have a reasonably beefy desktop PC, and are looking into checking out what VR is all about, the Quest lineup seems like your ideal choice. The original standalone VR headset made by Oculus is barely a year old and features a Snapdragon 835 processor with 4 GB of RAM. One of its biggest selling points compared to the other offerings in this comparison is its twin OLED displays with a resolution of 2880 pixels by 1600. The twin screens enable a high adjustable IPD range for eye distances between 58 and 72 millimeters. And because the screens are OLED displays, you will have beautiful dark blacks compared to a regular LCD display. The biggest complaints about the Quest 1 have been that it's extremely front heavy. Because all of the components are resting on the front of your face, users might experience some discomfort when playing for more than an hour consecutively. Remedies for this problem do exist, however, in the form of unofficial accessories like the HTC Vive Deluxe audio strap and VR Cover's alternate facial foam pads. The original pricing for the Quest 1 came in at $399. Oculus has since discontinued the sale of the Quest 1, but some stores might still have supplies, and if you manage to find it second-hand, prices might drop even lower. The star of the show and Oculus's new flagship, the Quest 2, aims to do everything the Quest 1 did, but better. And for the most part, it actually succeeds in doing so. The Quest 2 is much faster using the Qualcomm XR2 chipset, comes with 6 GB of RAM, and has an even higher resolution of 3664 pixels by 1920. While it is still running at the same 72 Hz as the Quest 1, Oculus claims that as software adapts, it will be supporting a full 90 Hz refresh rate, which is on par with most PC VR headsets at the moment. In addition to the upgrades to the internals of the headset, the new Quest 2 also comes with updated touch controllers that are aimed at improving ergonomics. The new controllers have a slightly wider design and offer more space to rest your thumb when not pressing down on any buttons. Now, while the Quest 2 does offer an impressive number of improvements, it also takes a few steps back. What is immediately noticeable is that the Quest 2 has a slightly lower build quality in order to cut costs. The fabric design of the original headset has been replaced with an all-plastic design, and the simple yet functional head strap of the previous model also made way for an elastic headband, much like the one that came with the now discontinued Oculus Go. The most impactful decision of all is likely the change from a twin OLED display to a single LCD panel. The change in effect makes it much more difficult for users with a non-average IPD to be able to use the headset comfortably. If your IPD is outside of the standard 58, 63, and 68 mm ranges, then chances are you will have trouble comfortably viewing the content of your Quest 2. A final sticking point is that unlike the Quest 1, starting with the Quest 2, it will be mandatory to use a Facebook login. This means that if you have personal objections against using Facebook, or if for legal reasons you cannot use Facebook in your country, then you will not be able to use the Quest 2. The Quest 2 comes in at the shockingly low price of $299. But with the added Elite strap offered by Oculus to improve the comfort, you will most likely be looking at $348. Now before you go, I would like to briefly cover Quest's older brother, the Rift S. Introduced roughly a year ago, this was the long-awaited successor of the Oculus Rift. It uses the same inside-out tracking but with 5 cameras that has also been seen in the Quest, and ships together with the Oculus Touch controllers that enable smooth controls and partial finger tracking. Two of its biggest standout features compared to the Quest lineup are the included Halo strap, which offers a significant comfort boost compared to anything the Quest can offer, and its much larger 2560 by 1440 LCD display. The display also boosts an 80 Hz refresh rate, which is notably higher than the original Quest 1. As for the downsides, some users have reported quality issues with the built-in microphone, which can distort their audio from time to time. And unlike with the Quest lineup, this is not a standalone device and will require a VR-capable PC to play any games. It comes in at the price point of $399, but just like with the Quest 1, it might be had for cheaper when bought secondhand. Now, wrapping everything up in the neat little overview you see here, it's easy to say that there's clear winners depending on your use case. If you're looking for the absolute cheapest option and you fall within the recommended IPD ranges, the Quest 2 wins by far. If Facebook login's requirement is a detriment for you, I would recommend going with the Oculus Quest 1, since it will only require an Oculus account instead of a Facebook account. If you already have a VR-capable PC and want to make the most of that experience, I'd still consider the Rift S as a viable option, especially if you manage to snag it up secondhand. I personally own the Oculus Quest 1 from this lineup, and I will likely be sticking with it for the foreseeable future, as my IPD falls in the 72mm range. Which headset are you excited about? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this content and want to support the channel, please be sure to leave a like. Also, if you're interested in some of the upcoming games announced for the Oculus Quest platform, be sure to check out my other video over here. That's all for now, and I hope to see you next time.